Hi, I'm Frank Stephenson. I'm the design director at McLaren Automotive. Very happy to have this great position in the industry. The last project we've been working on in the last few months, has been the new 12C. We call it model year 15 currently. It'll have obviously a official name, which will be 650S. But this project has meant a lot to us in the design studio. Mainly because what we're trying to do with the 12C, the facelifted version of it, is to bring it up to speed, to bring it up to something that's very similar in terms of design language to the P1, which has been very successful in terms of design, obviously in terms of performance also. But what we're trying to do with the 650S is to bring it up to a position where it starts to reflect a lot more of the sporting heritage, a lot more of the power that we're bringing into the engine, and all the performance features that are coming along with that. So what we've done with the car is basically updated it. I wouldn't say a revolutionary approach to the 12C, because it never needed that. I think the basic concept of the 12C, the design, was hit on the head very well in terms of what we wanted the McLaren look to start with, the first building block of our design language. And so this car really doesn't need to have a complete new look. That's absolutely not what we're looking for with this one, but rather to give it more identification with the performance enhancements. So you'll see a lot of things on this car that do tie it into the P1. Basically, if you stand in front of the car and look at it, you'll see a lot of elements that do identify with the P1 design language, namely in terms of the headlights, which allow us now, because they're LED headlamps, a lot more room to maneuver in terms of the overall packaging of the front end. So the headlights do reflect the P1. We're using a lot better technology now, very modern technology for these headlamps. And the lower bumper, the splitter area, starts to hark back to what the P1 started. So in terms of looking at the car, you'll see a unique face, much more updated, much more modern than what we have currently, but also something that starts to lean in the direction we've done with the P1. So there's a bit more of a tie-in with those two elements there. As you go back, what we've done is work a little bit on the sill area of the 12C. We've given it a bit more of a purpose-built sill area, so we're getting a lot better air underneath the car in terms of aerodynamics. And obviously, the 650 horsepower engine is going to need a lot more air. And we've worked very hard on the openings in that area to keep the capturing of the air to go in with a lot more volume. So you'll see a little bit of a difference in that area too. On the back, not too much of a change, because basically the strong point of the car has always been the back end, but you will see a little bit of identification elements in there that do give it the 12C look, and obviously the updated look of the P1 in terms of more, I say more aggressive looking back in terms of using the black and the dark colors more in terms of a visual cue to the P1. Wheels have been updated. That's a very important thing. Wheels are very important. For me, I feel like they're one of the most critical elements of the design to make the car look up to date. You can really identify the language of a car, the car company, by the design of the wheels, I think. And obviously the carbon ceramic disc brakes that we're using, those are going to be standard this time, because the upgraded performance requires a bit more braking performance. So we're doing all right with that area there. And on the interior, again, we've kept the simplicity of the 12C. We've updated the materials, so we're using a lot better, more luxurious combination of materials, and also a wider span of selection of what you can actually do with the customization on the interior. We've also introduced 4 new colors on the exterior of the car: Taraka Orange, Aurora Blue, Storm Gray, and Mantis Green. So they're much more punchier colors than what we currently had up to now. And I think these 4 colors will really do expand the range successfully in terms of visual identification of the car. Not much more to say to that, because basically we didn't want to, like I said, revolutionize the design. We wanted to do more of an evolutionary update. And I think we've hit it on the head. We had the dealers have a good look at it on the first part of December in Barcelona. And, you know, as a designer, you're always thinking, have we gone far enough? I think we haven't gone too far, which is probably the best way to go on this, on the 12C, but it really received a rave reaction, rave review from all the dealer network. So we're very happy with how the design's worked out, and on to bigger and better things now. So I've had the chance also to drive the 650S, And all I can say is basically the 12C is a huge pleasure, knowing that you can drive such a machine on a daily basis. P1 is extreme, obviously, but the 650S just takes the 12C to a brand new level of performance. It put a smile on my face every single moment I was in the car. So I think anybody who drives this car is going to get a huge kick out of it. If you already have tested the 12C and thought it couldn't get better, you're in for a real blessing with this car. And as the design team, we're so happy with the way it's turned out. We're really satisfied that we've been able to update it with a real McLaren feel. I think it really shows the competition that they have somebody to worry about now. And the 12C, just if we already had the lead, it's just, you know, it's like the last sprint at the end of the 10,000 meters or the marathon. It just shows that we're actually accelerating towards the end and putting a lot of distance between us and the competitors now. So I think we've done a great job on the 12C replacement, the 650S, and everybody on the program is so proud of it. I think you guys will be too when you first see it and get to experience it and get all the customer reviews and reactions to it. So good luck to everybody, and I think we've done all the best job we could do, and very worthy of the merits that it will receive.